What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is Eagle Wash. Let's fish that. Okay, so just to quickly be clear, this is Eagle Wash, not Eagle Reservoir or Eagle Valley Reservoir. This is Eagle Wash. This is actually part of the Nelson's Landing, and that kind of also explains where we are. You have to go through the little ghost town of Nelson. I'm doing with quotations because it's not really a ghost town. There are people living there. They do have a store, but pretty cool place if you want to have a look around. They have some old vehicles and the old mine and old buildings and stuff. Pretty good place for some photos. However, driving through that little town, you find yourself on the banks of the Colorado River. That is where we have Nelson's Landing. Many years ago, this particular spot actually had a camping ground and marina, but in 1974 there was a big storm, lots of rain, flash flood, and it completely washed away the marina. Sadly, some people lost their lives, and for that reason they decided not to rebuild the marina. The marina would have been here in the background where we are currently, but we are out here today to try and see what type of fish we can find here. Like I said, we are technically fishing the Colorado River. However, to the north of here, we have Willow Beach and Hoover Dam, and to the south, we have Lake Mojave. However, because of Lake Mojave, this is no longer a flowing river. It is a more stagnant type river because of Lake Mojave. So, of course, all the fish you can find in Lake Mojave and Lake Mead will also be in here. So we want to see what fish we can catch from this spot. This spot is quite packed today with lots of sunbathers and people out here to have fun on this hot day for coming to the lake to have a swim. People love coming to this particular spot. Although it is part of the Lake Mead Recreational Area, you do not have any gates and stuff to go through. So do be warned, from time to time the rangers do come here and check whether you have a pass to be here. So just be warned about that. Particular area we're fishing in today, you have a few shallow parts here in front and then some deep water out there. We are trying for some carp on the one rod. We're trying for some stripers, have some night crawlers, going to see what type of fish we can find with that. And of course, Lake Mojave is known for having smallmouth bass, so we're also going to try and target some bass. Alright guys, because of the crystal clear nature of the water in Lake Mead, I can actually see a smallmouth bass next to a rock there. Quickly going to cast around to see if I can catch it. There we are. Got our first fish for today. This looks to be a little green sunfish. Alright, first fish on the board, little green sunfish. We know it's a little green sunfish because they are elongated and not as round as a bluegill. Also, they have yellow or orange on their fins, whereas bluegills tend to not have that. But let's quickly get him back into the water. Don't really like dropping the fish, but when you do that, make sure that you drop them head first. That way they go into the water a lot better. Alright guys, we got ourselves a little bass. There we go guys, nice little bass. Don't really know the size of this one, so quickly gonna get a measurement on him. Alright, so 2.4 pounds. That's 1.9 kilogram. Quickly gonna get this guy back into the water. This is also the first fish that I caught on a worm using a little shaky head. Little shaky head, nice in the top of the mouth. Let's get him back into the water. Nice little 2-pounder. Let's get him back into the water. Because of the electronics, my wife is going to release him. Okay, and back into the water he goes. And off he goes. Nice largemouth, nice little largemouth bass from Eagle Wash. Alright guys, we moved spots. The little beach part is around the corner here. That got too crowded, too many people there. So we just moved around the corner to find this little spot here. We have a little deep hole coming into the water here. At this moment we're trying for some catfish in this deep hole, as well as we have our anchovies out there and our corn for catfish. We'll see if we manage to get anything on those. But I'm still going to be making a few casts around this little cove, swapping out between different lures to perhaps see if I can manage to land one of these little smallmouth bass. We got that largemouth at a hookup. I had a hookup on a smallmouth bass, but I wasn't able to land him, so I'm going to try that again. Alright guys, I wanted to show you Eagle Wash, as normally this is quite a quiet place, but I think due to the lockdown we have lots of people out here. The place is quite packed, made fishing a bit difficult today, especially with all the people swimming in the water and jet skis, and it was just a bit tough, but we did manage to catch a total of 5 little green sunfish, and I did get that 1 2-pounder bass that we got there. But other than that, we didn't have any other bites, no carp, no catfish, no striped bass, nothing like that. And I think we need to kind of also explain that the nature of this body of water, to the north we have some colder water, it's around about 65 degrees at Willow Beach, and to the south we have Mojave, Lake Mojave, that range is about 85 degrees. So this particular spot here in the middle is a mixture between cold and warm water. That is why you will tend to find something like catfish rather go to the warmer water, and stuff like stripers and trout rather go for the colder water, leaving kind of a dull spot here in the middle. But you can still catch these fish here. I just think at the moment when it's this busy, it's quite difficult to catch them. But do remember, little Eagle Wash, next time you want to go and have a nice outing at a new place, do so in the middle of the week if you can. You might have less people here to contend with. Alright guys, but to be a bit different, let's head back home to do an outro at home. Alright guys, I wanted to do this ending a bit differently for a few simple reasons. First off, most of the coves and washes at Lake Mead are open again. They were closed, they are open for now. That is why I wanted to do a video at Eagle Wash. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like as we are allowed to go fishing there again. So just know that most of the coves and washes are open again, so feel free to go and enjoy these coves while we still can. Alright, and secondly, I just wanted to tell you guys about the new Finally Fishing blog. I've created a blog where I talk about some of my catches more in detail, telling about weird things that happened, or just basically giving you guys an insider look into how my mind works and how I think about things. So if this is something you think you might be interested in, down in the description below I will put a link to take you to the Finally Fishing blog if you guys want to go and check that out. But as usual guys, I want to thank you for watching this little video of mine. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the big red subscribe button and join my community. Feel free to ask any questions or leave any comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a little thumbs up. So, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.